Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching a video about a rich kid who's forced to get a job. If you don't know, there used to be a UK series called Rich Kids Go Skint. Basically, the really wealthy kids have to live a not so wealthy lifestyle for like a week.
18-year-old Rendell from Essex is the daughter of high-end jewellers.
I'd say I've always been around finer things in life. I've always been able to wear nice jewellery.
I mean, do you want to know something? She actually seems like a really nice girl. Usually if in the first 5 seconds of these videos, I can tell if the kid is snobby or not. I've got nothing against people who've got money. You know, if you've got money, you got money. There's nothing wrong with that. However, there's a specific way that certain rich people act, which I hate. It's like a snobby way. She actually seems like a really nice girl, so I think I'm gonna like her.
My most expensive possession would probably be my car, which was around 30,000, I think, and my mum and dad bought that for me for my 17th birthday.
17th birthday and you're getting a car? What did I get for my 17th birthday? To be fair, I don't even know. I mean, you know, she seems like a nice girl, but imagine having rich parents. I feel like everyone wants to live that lifestyle. Obviously, her parents are very successful. I wonder if they've got the same worries in the back of their head than what she has. There was a video I watched a while ago where a rich father who basically started off really poor but built his own business, became really wealthy, had money fears in the back of his head, like a fear of losing all his money. He was like a multi-millionaire. However, his kids never had that fear because they weren't brought up poor, they were brought up rich. It's quite interesting, isn't it? It's like the parents might have lived a completely different life.
I've never had an allowance. Pretty much all my life of just, if I wanted something, I could ask for it and they'd get me it.
And do you want to know something? I'm jealous. I wish I could live that way. Yet again, she's being honest. You know, she's saying, yep, I've got rich parents. I want something, I can get it. There's nothing wrong with that. She actually seems like a pretty nice girl. I like her.
Rendell no longer lives in the family home, but she's not gone far.
I moved into my bungalow when I was around 15, I think.
Oh my god, she got her own bungalow at 15. I mean, to be fair, that's actually a really nice house. Whenever it comes to houses, I don't really know what type of house I want. Like, obviously, I want a big house, but I don't want it to be gigantic. And then I want a nice garden and maybe a pool. So her house is literally the perfect house. It's big, but it's also small and like cozy. She's a lucky girl.
I needed more space for my clothes and shoes and bags and stuff. And I think my mum was sick of me taking up all her room with my stuff.
Okay, so I think we're about to see the closet. I don't buy clothes. Like, I literally bought this t-shirt when my mum bought it for me about 5 years ago, or not 5 years ago, like 1 or 2 years. I haven't went out shopping for clothes since before COVID. Oh my god, it's been so long. I need to go and get some more clothes.
Rendell may have a lot of stuff, but she has started buying it with her own money now, as she's got herself a job.
Oh, that's good. You know, she's got herself a job. I wonder if she runs a business or like if her job's like a normal job. She gives me influencer vibes.
I'm currently a social media influencer. I have around 400,000 followers. I share what I wear and all different things like that. I definitely earn enough to keep up with the lifestyle that I like to have.
So yeah, she is what I thought she was, an influencer. I think she might be one of them luxury influencers where they obviously, you know, show off their luxury lifestyle. And to be fair, even if she didn't make money off her social medias, her parents are rich and minted, so like she can live off their money. I've actually noticed that like a lot of kids like that are influencers. Like if they've got rich parents, they automatically become influencers. Is that like a thing?
So what does she like to spend her hard-earned cash on?
Louboutin boots, £1,000. Giuseppe Zanotti, over £1,000.
Okay, so we've seen 2 pairs of shoes and that totals £2,000. That is literally like someone's rent a month. Oh my god, that's crazy, isn't it? She's only wearing it on her feet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against designer items. However, I hate it whenever you walk into someone's wardrobe and everything's designer. I've noticed a lot of influencers, I know I'm talking a lot about influencers, but like a lot of them will buy stuff specifically because it's designer. If you show them a bottle of water, which is like 20p, and then like another bottle of water is 20p, if this one's got a designer logo, they'll put like a logo on it and it'll be charged for like £50. And they'll buy it as well because it's designer.
This is Givenchy, 1,500. I love it because it's bright pink.
Okay, so there was about 4 or 5 other bags, so yeah, her wardrobe is worth a lot. Obviously, you know, it's her own money, she can spend it whenever she wants, but I do have a worry for people like her. I just worry that they're gonna get robbed because obviously she's, you know, an influencer, she shows off all of her bags. What happens if someone tries to rob her, like follows her or stalks her? I watched a documentary recently from Vice, and there are people who will follow social media influencers and fake accounts and then basically track them down from them posting their story and then rob them. I mean, I hope she's got security.
The Chanel, 3,000, but I love it because it's gold.
And it also looks like it's been put in a microwave. Like, I've noticed all these bags look exactly the same. Yet again, influencers, whenever they get designer stuff, it's always the exact same. Chanel handbags, Louis Vuitton wallets. I mean, I've literally got a Gucci wallet, which I regret buying. I don't know why I bought it. I bought it because it was like 15 and stupid. But you know, like, they always buy the exact same stuff. If you're gonna buy, like, you know, expensive stuff, buy unique stuff. I feel like whenever you go into an influencer's page, they've always got the exact same stuff.
But the thing she values most is something money can't buy.
My most prized possession is my mum, definitely.
You alright this morning?
Yeah, you okay?
Yep, good, thank you. What are you doing?
Oh no, I've got a feeling we're gonna hear something really sad. Is this gonna turn into a sad story? I mean, that is true. You only ever get one mum, or possibly two if your mums are lesbians.
Rendell's mum has been diagnosed with secondary cancer.
It's just an ongoing battle. They say that we can't cure it, but we choose to not believe them.
It's quite sad, isn't it? Because usually people would judge someone like her. They'd be like, oh, she's a snobby influencer and, you know, leave her here. But, you know, her mum has got a really bad illness, a disease, which ruins lives. It makes me so sad because, you know, we can literally fly to another planet. We can, like, literally land on the moon. But somehow we don't have a cure for cancer. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I've got a feeling they probably are holding it back. Because think of it. The cancer industry makes so much money. If they had a cure for it, then no one would have any more cancer, which means they wouldn't make money.
My life is a prime example that money cannot buy you happiness, because before any of this happened, my life revolved around money. It's probably the only thing that I thought mattered.
I mean, I disagree with you in that. Money can technically buy you happiness. It can definitely buy you happy memories, but it also can't buy you happiness, but then it can. I don't know. It's like I always hear that, like, conversation, like, can it buy you happiness? I believe it can. If you donate it, if you help people out, if you go on trips, that can easily buy you happiness. But then deep down you could be sad, so I don't know. Maybe it can buy you happy memories. That's what it is.
Rendell wants her mum to see how much she's learned from her about being strong.
I've been raised to understand the real world, but living in the situation and knowing about the situation is two completely different things.
You can tell that she's definitely been brought up really well. You know, she's really well mannered. She is very aware that she's privileged. There's two types of rich kids. There's the type who are like her, the good type, where they're like, you know, I know I've got money, I'm lucky. And then there's the type where it's like, oh, I know that I've got like money, but like I don't care. You know, like the type that'll probably like spit on you if you're like not wearing designer.
Hiya. So I thought we'll give you a tour of the house.
Okay, so she is now went to the family that isn't as wealthy. Yet again, this program is called Rich Kids Go Skint. So the rich kids are sent to another family that aren't like them.
So you've seen the front room.
Yeah, it's nice and warm.
How big
Like
is
a
your
TV.
front room?
A bit bigger than this. It's like an open space, so it looks bigger.
It looks bigger. That's
than
nice.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's got a lovely house, and to be fair, their house looks quite homey. I won't lie, if they have like a silver sofa, had you ever like walk into someone's house and like the whole living room is silver and it's like that, you know, silky silver? Ugh, I hate that.
Quite different to Rendell's bungalow, where she's used to plenty of space just for her clothes and shoes.
Yeah, think of it, like she's literally got rooms dedicated to a wardrobe. They do. They've probably got, you know, one bathroom, a kitchen, 2 or 3 bedrooms and living room. Her whole living room is literally like the size of their house.
This is the kitchen.
Do you spend a lot of time in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of time.
We've got like loads of people that come over because the house is never empty.
And tonight is no exception. Diana's sister and her family are coming for roast dinner.
Oh god, so someone's coming over for a roasty. Is the rich girl gonna have to cook? She probably can cook. She's been brought up very well. I mean, I can't cook. Whenever I see a knife, I feel queasy. Like, I could never cook a meal for someone.
Are you a good cook?
I think so.
I think she is.
Cook?
Yeah.
Do you like cooking? And
I could make like spaghetti bolognese or like a pasta.
Oh my god, look at her. She is a proper wee chef. She's a businesswoman and a chef. And then I'm sat over here making YouTube videos and can't even do toast. Like, I burn it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite nervous about the roast dinner thing that they've mentioned. I don't want to poison anyone, so I'm definitely gonna need help.
I mean, the thing is with dinners like that, as long as the chicken isn't pink on the inside, it's fine. Can you burn chicken? I mean, I'm really white. I don't put any seasoning in my chicken. My favourite type of chicken is just plain chicken, completely white with no flavour.
That's a nice ring then.
Thank you. My mum and my dad has a jewellery shop.
Does she get any money off? I'd low-key love it. Like, imagine your parents literally have like a bakery or like a restaurant. You could maybe go in and get free meals. Or maybe she's like forced to pay, but she gets a bit of a discount. She gets the daughter discount.
It's not just jewellery that catches Tony's eye.
How much were you trainers, if you don't mind me asking?
I think that was around 500.
£500 for a pair of trainers. I mean, I bought Balenciaga shoes. I don't know why. Yet again, I've only bought 2 designer stuff before. It was a designer wallet and designer shoes. I don't know why I done it. I was influenced. I shouldn't have done it. I regret it. They're really hard to walk in. Like, sometimes whenever I'm walking up and down the stairs, it genuinely sounds like I'm walking on bricks. And also, like, they're gigantic. They're genuinely like the size of clown shoes.
That's mad. I could buy a car with that money.
Yeah, but not the kind that Rendell would drive.
Exactly, her car's like 30k. I mean, to be fair, I'm quite surprised she doesn't have a Tesla. That's usually like the influencer car. I mean, yet again, she's like obviously rich, but a lot of influencers aren't. Like a lot of them fake the lifestyle. It's quite sad, isn't it? Because it's like at the end of the day, if you don't have the money, don't try to live the lifestyle. But like the influencers try to, even though they can't afford it.
This is my son's room.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That was actually a bargain because we went to the charity shop up the road.
It's good because it's like two things in one.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea.
She's never seen something like that before. Do you reckon she knows what a charity shop is? I mean, to be fair, charity shops, you can get some proper bargains in them. I definitely went and looked in charity shops just out of curiosity. I don't think I bought anything because I don't really buy clothes, but you know, some of the clothes there, like, you get them for cheap and they actually look quite good.
Next up, 13-year-old Izzy's room. The keyboard was a gift from Tony's mum, as Izzy is passionate about music.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I mean, I used to have a keyboard because I did in GCSE music. Don't know why I done it. I wasted about £120 on it as well. I gave it to my dad's friend because like I never used it. I don't know why, but like I bought so many things for music, GCSE, which I just never used.
Does she just practice herself?
She just does it. Yeah, she just
taught herself from YouTube.
That's
yeah.
unreal.
She
It's
just
really good,
finds it and then just teaches herself.
You know how you mentioned YouTube? It's quite interesting, isn't it? Because I feel like a lot of times whenever people think YouTube, they think of like, you know, people like me or like influencers like her. People who they think had no talent. But you know, the daughter literally went on to YouTube and learned how to play a piano. That shows you that YouTube just isn't filled with influencers. Like, it's filled with people like that. You know, you can actually learn something.
How big is your room in your house?
When I lived in my mum and dad's house, my room was maybe a little bit bigger than this, not too much bigger. And now we have like a games room sort of thing in the garden.
I want to see her old house, like the house she lived with her mum and dad, because obviously she's got her own bungalow at 15. That would be so cool. Imagine like literally inviting your friends round. I don't know if her parents lived there, but like she could literally sneak people in. Imagine that. I'd love to be in that type of lifestyle.
Diana and Tony have virtually no space to store their clothes, let alone escape for some peace.
So this is our bedroom.
You know how I told you early in the video we were talking about the silver stuff that people have in their house? Look at this. I hate this headboard. Like, I'm sorry, see stuff like that. I hate it whenever they've got like them sofas. Have you ever walked into someone's house and like their mum's like a real mumsy, a girly girl, and they've got like silver furniture everywhere? That headboard reminds me of that furniture and I hate it. Like, oh, it makes me feel physically sick.
I like your bed.
Thank you.
I hate it.
We didn't have a bed at all. And then we moved to my auntie's house. It was really bad.
Okay, so I think we're going to find out a bit about them. I always love these videos because obviously, you know, you see their lifestyle, you see what they live with, and then you like sort of hear their story. The wealthy girl's mum sadly has an illness, and obviously we're going to find out what happened with this couple.
She had bailiffs coming in. So like we're in the house and they're shouting like we're going to change the locks now.
A bailiff? I don't know what that is. I think that's whenever people or like the council take over your house. Bailiffs are allowed to force their way into your home to collect unpaid criminal fines, income tax or stamp duty, but only as a last resort. If you do not let the bailiff in or agree to pay them, they could take things from outside your home, for example your car, and you could end up owing even more money. Okay, so I think I know what it is. It has got to do with owing like the council stuff, doesn't it?
So I had to take all my stuff, my bed, everything, put it outside in the rain in the front garden.
Yet again, that's awful, isn't it? Like they literally had to put their bed out in the rain. I mean, in the back garden, you don't know what could be out there. There could be snails, slugs, the boogeyman, a rat.
That really was an eye-opener. It's so unfair, and that's why I think that it's so nice that you see how proud and how happy they are to have what they've got now.
Exactly, because you compared to them, you know, they don't really have much. You've got a lot. With them, you know, if they miss a paycheck, they could become homeless. That's like the reality for a lot of families. It is quite sad, isn't it? Because there's like such a big difference to do with people and like income. You know, obviously there's people like the rich girl who've got lots of money. They don't really need to worry that much. But then there's like other families on the other side of the spectrum who, you know, they really do rely on everything.
So where do you keep your clothes or like where's your storage?
I've got 2 drawers I use, and then Tony's got the bottom drawers for his t-shirt, and then
a suitcase for the rest of my
suitcase for the rest.
They obviously don't have the amount of clothes that she has, so their storage isn't going to be as big. But I mean, imagine if the rich girl lived there, like, she literally has, like, a full-on room for her clothes. If she had to sleep in the same room as her clothes, like, it would literally look like a hoarder's house.
It's a far cry from Rendell's wraparound wardrobe for all her stuff.
And then I have shelves for my shoes, shelves for my bags, and then...
Did you say shelves for your bags?
Genuinely, it's like crazy, isn't it? She literally has shelves for her bags because she's got that many. I think she's got like probably like 20 bags. They're all thousands each. They're literally worth probably 50 or 60,000 pounds, and she literally uses them just to carry them around. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it?
So you have to find certain amount of jobs per day, per week.
And like sort of apply for it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't get that amount of job, they won't pay you. So you won't get paid at all.
Obviously, they're talking about going to a job centre. I wonder how much her coat costs. This looks like a very expensive coat. I'm telling you, it's probably worth around 1,000. They probably won't even get 1,000 working for a month, and she's wearing that around her head.
Diana's been unemployed since she finished her business management degree 6 months ago.
Notice how she's got qualifications. She took a business course or something like that. This kind of goes in with university, because I feel like a lot of people spend loads of money in university. They go to uni, they get the qualifications. You can have the qualifications, but if there isn't a job out there, you're not going to get employed. It's quite interesting because I've spoken to quite a few people who have got a full-on university degree and then they've never really got a job. They regret going to university because they just end up working in McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with working in McDonald's, but like they have to work there because there's not jobs for them to get with their university degree. It's quite fascinating, isn't it? Because I feel like everyone's like, oh, you need to go to uni, but it's like the uni people can't even get jobs, so like what's the point?
Just a short time that me and Diana was in there was loads of people coming in and out. I can't imagine how many people throughout the whole day searching for a job.
Exactly, and your coat probably costs like £2,000, so they wouldn't even earn that in like 2 months. Quite crazy, isn't it? But you know, she's a really sweet girl, and you know, I can tell that she's got good intentions. Well, anyways, that's where I'm gonna leave that video there. I genuinely thought she was gonna be one of them horrible bratty girls, but she actually was a really sweet girl. If you want to see me react to more videos like this in the future, let me know. I definitely will. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, press like, subscribe, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.